So why should we worry about this hydromodification stuff anyway? The transmission of sediment along a stream bed is a function of the velocity of the flowing water and the length of time that the particular velocity is present. The determination of the specifics of that function are beyond the scope of this discussion, but for the purposes of this discussion, it is adequate to say that the higher the velocity of the water, the more sediment is transported. This includes the amount of sediment as well as the relative grain size. Now, for the sake of our discussion, we will assume that the stream is in an equilibrium condition. If it's not in equilibrium, we at least don't want to aggravate an existing condition. By being in equilibrium, we are saying that the amount of sediment being transported by the stream and supplied to any one particular point in the stream is equal to the sediment transport capacity of the stream at that point. Now we will look at a point just downstream of the discharge point of our project. As is the case with most development projects, the impervious area of the site tends to increase, which tends to cause an increase in the peat flows discharging from the site. In addition to the flow rates being higher, those flows tend to discharge sooner than they would have from a natural site. The increase in peat flows tends to increase the velocity of the stream at the point of discharge, which tends to increase the sediment carrying capacity of the stream at that point. The problem lies in that the stream was only supplying enough sediment to maintain the equilibrium conditions. So in order to satisfy the sediment carrying capacity of the stream, the channel bottom will tend to be eroded, and the eroded material becomes part of the sediment load of the stream. This phenomenon is referred to as hungry water in the hydromodification plan. Further downstream, as the stream tends to get wider and velocities tend to decrease, the excess sediment will tend to deposit to the stream bed, which can disrupt the ecosystem and harm aquatic life. The San Diego Hydromodification Plan is purposed with establishing guidelines and standards for the development community to protect stream beds and downstream ecosystems from the adverse effects of land development.